Let me start recording real quick. But yeah, now we have equal highs here. So we've left this 30-second gap. I'm guessing if we inverse this will be our confirmation setup. Okay, and then we have equal highs above on the 1, 2, yeah, 1 and 2 minute time frame. So let's kind of figure out what bias is for today, because that was clearly just a mechanically, good setup there. But as far as bias goes, we're kind of all over the place today. We're rejecting out of the 4-hour SIBI with sell side below. So in my opinion, I feel like we're bearish right now. But we just got that OSFL setup that was pretty clean. And honestly, I feel like this could go either way right now. With all the news and stuff that's coming out. We swept the high here, right? So yeah, this isn't really like good LRLR, but we do have stacked highs up here, and then we have the triple equal highs from yesterday's PM session, if you guys remember, up here. So at any point, I feel like this could reverse. We're just probably just going to chill out and wait for a good draw to the downside. I do like kind of how this was respected here to the left. I think probably on the 30-second. Yeah, so this 30-second gap held. So like technically we're still delivering bullish here. Let's watch. Okay, so we're about to get this 30-second here. There's also a 1 minute. It would be nice to see them both close at the same time. This would kind of be the idea here. Up to the equal highs. So yeah, this is probably just going to work instantaneously. Easy break even trade probably. Let's see. Can we get the 1 minute close over too? Put it in order block here. That would be awesome. Okay, here's the 1 minute close. And there's the break even for this trade. All right, so 30-second there, kind of banged. Let's see, is this going to be a break even? Probably, because we left this 30-second behind. No, I don't think so, Jace. I'll go over the trades that I took this morning. I only think I took one, but I took a bunch of break evens. Okay, so no break even there on the 30-second. Hopefully this just rips. This would be nice. The 5 minute SIBI you mentioned above, I feel like that would be a good take profit one here. So if you're in this long, make sure you move your first take profit there. And then what we'd really be looking for further upside is just to see this 5 minute gap get inversed here. Okay, it's also a 15 minute, so that's why you want to move your first take profit there. 30-second at 127, excellent. Trades with K. I was looking at the 1 minute there, but yeah, I took that because that was an OSFL setup. So looks like this 30 seconds probably just going to be a break even. Yeah, break even probably. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe it got saved. Entry was... Oh, no, I think it might have just bottom ticked some of you. So hopefully you got like a better entry than the close and you're still in this. Who's in this long right now? One. If you got in from the original entry down here, you should still be in. Yeah, okay, so there's your first scale if you're in this. And then we just want to see price just rip through this because this is our roadblock. And then once we get ripped through this, there shouldn't be any roadblocks above that we really have to contend with. You know, maybe this is your next scale here, this high inside of her value gap. Right. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. Chills. The next 5 minute candle close and be 2 minutes. So far, another banger PM already. I was not expecting to get an OSFL setup. I really should have went live. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, that's what all this was right here, Chills. Um, I don't know, Chills. Yeah, fair enough, Jace. So we got 1 more minute to the next 5 minute close. I'm thinking when we close over this 5 minute, we'll get, that confirmation that we need to run these highs up here. These are like relative equal. So this is where I'd probably want to target for like maybe a third take profit. If we blast past this high, there's no point in taking a take profit here because we'll just run these highs. And then the final TP will be the triple equal highs up here. Right, this would be kind of the idea, 300-point play. What's going on, Brute? Yeah, for sure, Jace. So the 940 30-second short, I think I was just bullish today, so I probably wouldn't have looked for shorts. Oh, yeah, no, I would have never taken this. I can already tell. I mean, it would have been a break-even trade, but it's not like the worst ever. You have to go break-even here. To me, this is still bullish, so I just wouldn't be in that. Yeah, that's fine. If you took full day, that's fine. That's what I would have expected to happen. But yeah, this is not a good trade because I think like there's a pretty good chance there that we don't hit that gap and we just pump up. So I would have just not risked it and I would have just tried to target longs. But yeah, I'm glad that worked out. But yeah, just guys, like I'm targeting longs for this session. I think we could go all the way to 863. Is this another data wick right here? Did more data just come out? Am I in the long? No, I'm not. I got out at this data wick here for consistency. Because I entered this with like a mini and just sold the high. I figured this was like guaranteed to hit. So now if price came back here and we swept out this low and then got a long, that could be good. Because I don't know, this looks like a data wick to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but that seems like interesting. Yeah, for sure, Jace. The thing that matters most here is the draw and liquidity, right? Anything else besides that really doesn't matter. What's nice about this long here is the fact that we barely swept the data low and then got a nice bullish reaction off of it, and we put in a prop block, right? When we got that prop block, that's when I was like, okay, this is going to work. And then we got this big momentum candle, closed the gap in the single candle. I was like, yeah, we had delivery from the 30-second to the left there. So yeah, this was definitely A+. So yeah, here what I would be looking for is just to sweep the low that I have marked here. Are these equal? Or did we sweep it? I think we swept it. Yeah, we swept it by a tick. So now we have this 15-second up. I don't want to enter potentially on the sell side of the curve here, but I feel like this would be decent. I wish it was on the 30-second though. Maybe it'll be better if we get like a... Actually, we're delivering out of the 5-minute here. I don't know. I think this would be okay. It's up to you if you're going to take a 15-second here, but I think this is going to work too. I'd probably rate this an A setup just because you should be in from lower. And that right now, it's actually no. This is not an A setup. This is in a B plus setup because we're between two for value guys. We're between this 5-minute and this 5-minute. So I lied. Sorry, not an A setup. Okay. Now that we've kind of stalled out for a sec, let's talk this morning. All right. So before 9:30, I don't think there was anything that good. And then 9:30 open happens. This long is A plus. It just happens to be a break-even trade. And then this long I thought was okay. Obviously not A plus. But that's also a break-even plus scale. And then I don't know. I think everything else happened on like the lower time frame. So no sweep there. But yeah, this 30-second long here is really good. So we're delivering from here. Once again, just ends up being a break-even trade. So I was just looking for longs this morning, and every single long attempt I had just got break-even. So that was pretty much my morning. This one was fine, another break even. And then that short setup, actually, that 1-minute short we got delivering out of the 4-hour, this was actually just a break even trade because you go break even at the slow here. So I took that for break even. I didn't think it was the worst setup ever because we had good LRLR below that I thought would be ran. So for me, Dodgy says that this is a pattern trade. It's not that good of a setup, but I thought it was pretty good. And then everything else that happened after that, I didn't really see. But yeah, this was good, obviously. And then if we just got this the 15-second went invalid. So yeah, no trade there. We didn't miss anything. But it looks like, nope, no equal highs below. Or equal lows below. So yeah, we're good. I think that covers all the trades. It was just basically a lot of 30-second longs that ended up getting break even. That was my positioning for today. The 1-minute long after Asia sweep. Yeah, that was good. That was the same idea as NQ there. There was like a 1-minute. So yeah, we just want to be careful, longing here. We want to make sure that we're taking good textbook A plus setups when we're getting in on this. And we don't want to be longing too late. So like right now it's too late because we haven't inversed this 5-minute. When we get over this and we get a confirmation setup, then I'll be okay. Because then I'll know higher time frame what Price wants to do. Price might have just wanted to come back up, hit this 5-minute gap and then do whatever after, right? Let's take a look. So see, this is like 50% kind of. So maybe now we chop. For sure, Trent, friend. Is futures always so volatile? Chris, no, it's not. It's not always like this. Right now, I think with just everything going on with politics and whatnot, it's just extra crazy. But it's not always like this. All right, trend friend, will do. Thank you. You have a good weekend too. What do you feel is the first setup that was A plus from below to go long on this up leg? This one right here. This was A plus. That's what I took. Take a look at GC 1 minute. Yeah, that was textbook. Break even there. Damn, Scotty. Yeah, Chris, we have this daily gap that price is holding, and right now I'm just remaining under the idea that we're gonna get TGIF, so I'm expecting like a green candle close by the end of the day. And we have these nice triple equal highs up here still that I think could become a good target coming in end of day here. Plus all this stacked liquidity here, I feel like could become a draw. So price coming back here. I don't know. I think we just need to continue to look for longs, but in the meantime, we are delivering kind of bearishly out of this 5 minutes. So, Johnny, where are you going? Said you're in the airport. Tampa? Cool, cool. What you doing in Tampa? Cool, man. That sounds like a good time. Norman, I think that's a good long. That's crazy. I've never done that before. Just like gotten on a plane on the same day that I booked, just because. Hey, man, send it. That sounds like a good time. Yeah, that's the mini, Chris. Right now, Murmur, I'm waiting for this 5 minute to break in order to confirm more longs. But right now, I'm bullish. So MNQ1 is the micro. No, MNQH is the micro that we use. MNQH for right now, and then obviously it's going to change. So yeah, I'm guessing if we break over this 15 second here that's been holding price down, this will probably confirm longs to the high. So I guess let's see. By the way, guys, these candles are still huge, so make sure that when you're risking, you're using the proper risk management. You're, taking trades half size or whatever you need to do. Okay, thanks. What's the difference? The current contract versus the continuous contract. So sometimes we'll have levels on the current contract that are different than the continuous, and we feel that the current contract is the most accurate form for doing analysis on. So that's why we use MNQH versus MNQ1 or that kind of thing. But yeah, right now I think we're just chopping between the two PD arrays. So maybe we'll just be stuck in this range for a minute. Kind of have this LRLR thing going on now. Maybe we run out all these lows. The 1 hour FEG we're in, do not pay attention to that. Which 1 hour? Here? Obviously, I'm watching the 4 hour. Really is what I'm looking at. So ran that. Now we've tapped back into this for value gap here. I think if we were to inverse this, we'd probably hit the next low. Because this gap is significant and we're delivering out of the 5 minute here. This one. Mechanically, I think this trade is A+. But I think that the draw is higher, so it goes against bias. So I won't take it. But if you guys think the bias is bearish here and we're just going to continue to dump, then this could be your trade for sure. With an external gap on the left, confirmation entry only after closing above/below that external gap. Are any exceptions to this? Have a good entry without breaking the external gap. You mean like this one here? Lewis, if there's a good draw that presents itself in the external gap, that's the exception. So like data highs or equal highs or that kind of thing. This looks bearish. Yeah, this is going to run the low. There's not going to be an entry. Yeah, so we just ran the low there. Wow. Okay. Maybe sell side of the curve with this momentum. Okay, tap into this lower 5 minute now. Yeah, there's that lower 5 minute. So if we're bullish here, we really want to see just like a swift reaction out of this 5 minute, right? Like a 2022 style reaction. If we don't see that here, we definitely could be putting in the sell side of the curve and just targeting lower this low, for example. We'll know that for certain if we inverse this 5 minute to the downside. And then we could probably enter short there off of a confirmation setup or something. So far, not the most bullish reaction in the world. Macro, by the way, right now, too. That's kind of why we're getting this nice dump. I am so ready to be off the charts. Why not 20,460? That's what I had marked, APOF. I'm saying if we break this 5 minute, we'll go for this low. Nah, you're good. Because to me, this does look like a market maker model to the downside here. With it completing right here. And then we respected this 5 minute here and 15 minute, and then just had a massive bearish reaction. So to me, this looks bearish, and we're not really seeing any letting up here. This is obviously very low relative to everything, the higher time frame, the day, everything. So I couldn't alert this, but I think it would be like an A short, just because singular candle inversing, nice obvious gap, delivery. The only thing it's missing really is like a good sweep. We swept this high here though, so technically it has like an internal liquidity sweep. It just doesn't have like a nice external liquidity sweep. So I'd say this is an A setup. We have another 30 seconds before this 5 minute candle closes. If we close below 50%, I imagine we'll probably just run the whole thing. Also rejection from 50, yeah, that's a good point. Did we get a 30-second there? Yeah, we technically did. That's annoying. The 1 minute should have closed. That was more obvious. I guess they were like equally obvious, but this one looks, I think, better. So no 5 minute there. We're technically holding it. We did violate CE of the gap, but I think that's okay. One minute long entry, break even at this candle high for high risk, high reward. Oh, there's the 2 minute. Never mind, it's invalid. Yeah, this looks good for some reason. 3 minute. Yeah, wow. Wow, wow. Okay. All right. Here would be the entry long, I guess, if we got it. Right now, we're just between two opposing PD arrays, so there's, nothing I can say about price to confirm, like, okay, we're going for this low or this high. You guys know where we're at. If we break this 5 minute, we're bullish. If we break this 5 minute here, we're bearish. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy to figure out bias right now. This is an external versus internal situation. So we have this 1 minute gap here that's sitting inside of a 5 minute. And we would need to see price violate the 5 minute. Almost smacked 50 there. Yeah, with Lewis, I think. So you would just take it with a couple micros. This signature and price would be bearish if we got it, like very bearish. There's a nice 30-second below it though. It's not a BPR though, so I don't think it'll matter if we inverse the 1. Yeah, delivery from the 2 and the 3 minute. I want to frame my bias bullish because we're still technically respecting bullish PD arrays. This 30-second to the left, this 1 minute here, this 5 minute here. But we're just stuck in this range. 15-second inverse there. Instantly wrecked. Yeah, 15-second, this one right here. I'm just watching it to figure out what the market wants to do. So us violating a 15-second bullish inverse, it's probably not a good sign. Yeah, we almost got the OB to the downside there in the 15. I think if we got this 1 minute short, this would be a good eval trade, even though it's an internal versus external situation. Just because the signature and price is so bearish. So there's the 1 minute close there, no inverse. This is just one of those situations where I feel like you should just be done for the day already and there's no reason to be on. Yeah, ape off because like it's so unpredictable right now. There's not a good draw. And the only way we'll figure out bias is if we break this or this. So when we're chopping between two PD arrays, it's impossible to figure out where we're going to go. We just kind of have to sit and watch. I feel like there should be a 30-second gap here, and there's just not. We have an SMT now at this high. I think it'll get broken. Yeah, I know, Chris. There's just not a whole lot to talk about right now. Yeah, fair enough, Murmur. I am kind of flip flopping bias right now. The only thing I was like totally certain of is this trade here, right? That's the only trade I've taken for right now. I figured like we would go up until we run into like certain roadblocks, right? So here, this is like our major roadblock, and once we've hit this, I don't know what we're gonna do, right? And then I have to kind of figure out bias from there. And then once we started to reject this, I look like big picture, and I'm like, okay, why are we rejecting this? Is there something that could change my bias or change the way that I'm thinking? And then I'm like, okay, well, I know that we have these relative equal lows down here, but price is still holding this, so I could understand how that could be like confusing, right? Especially if you're like newer to the stream like you are. But for right now, this is what you need to know for certain. Trying to figure out where we're going while we're between two PD arrays is impossible. So your best course of action is just to wait for one to break. Does that make more sense, Murmur? Sorry, I didn't mean to like confuse you or flip flop bias. Yeah, vegan, exactly. Did MFFU move you to live immediately after 30 days profit? Scotty, I've never been moved to live with MFFU. I've made sure to end the account before I got pushed to live. Why? Because there's extra professional fees, there's different expectations, and it's just like a bigger headache. And you get consolidated in your leverage, so I get to trade with more leverage while I'm not on live. I just mean like take full payout, take full profit, and basically only have a little bit of account balance left. So this 1 minute looks like it's going to be inverse to the downside here. Like I said, doesn't matter. This is an internal gap, not an external, so not something I'm taking. Right? We want to wait for one of these 5 minutes to break. Also, just really bad reaction. We have an SMT here. Um, this is like choppy PA kind of right now. Lewis, I think, I think the high and low instead of an FEG is just a good draw. It's not, or it's just an okay draw. Like you have, it's not a good one. So we're technically still respecting this 30-second here. We inverse this 30-second to the upside. So you guys see what happens when we try taking setups in between choppy PA. This 1 minute fails, then this 30-second to the upside fails. Now it looks like this 30-second to the downside is gonna work, but who knows? Yeah, Void, I do. Yeah, so I use order blocks whenever I'm looking at FEGs, right? If we get like a good one, that gives me extra confluence on the entry for sure. See, next 15 minute slash 5 minute gap closing gear, but obviously nothing really to tell us about this candle. Another 30-second up here. All right, interesting momentum there. Pump it. We'll see. Oh boy. This is pretty bad PA. All right, Apoff, sounds good. Maybe we run the LRLR here. Okay. So it looks like this would have just been a break-even trade. Wow, this is awful. Yeah, I think so, Rune. I think it's after 5. So yeah, clearly not a whole lot to say in this PA. We're just kind of stuck in this range. Okay, pretty good pump there. Welcome, crypto. Welcome. Yeah, Chris. No, it's been a pretty good week. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I hit the payout target for Tradeify, so I'm gonna be able to request it on March 1st for that. Um, Apexes, I only have 1 day left, and then I can request a payout on that. And then MFFUs, I passed 2 evals this week, so almost have my trade copier back with them. And if we're able to get along here or something, maybe I can get another account pass with them and get all three. Yeah, Lewis, if there's like a really good draw in the opposite direction, like a data wick or something. So if like the bias on the higher time frame is telling me bearish, but we have a bullish data wick, I'll take a trade then. But yeah, um, that's about it. So let's see if we reject this last gap in the leg here. I'm taking the 30 second if it happens. Oh boy. Okay. I think I still like the 3 minute best here. Oh, the short? Gotcha. Interesting. Wow, yeah, so this 1 minute does look pretty convincing. But we're still just chopping between two different PD arrays. So until one breaks, like I think this will work, but I don't know. Everything is kind of low probability in these conditions right now. This is a good eval trade though. Like mechanically, this setup is incredible. Brian, yeah, I plan on sticking with all of them except for Tradeify. I think I'll drop Tradeify after I get my payout with them. They're not my favorite firm. So yeah, I think if you took an entry here, your break even should be this low now. This is like still just such bad PA. Like, yeah, like, $500 Fahrenheit. Alpha, just a good 1 minute long, but that was before stream was on, so not really. So if I was in a short, I would not want to see CE of this break. 15-second confirmation setup here. You need to see this get inversed. Now a 30-second. Ooh, this 30-second confirmation setup gives a lot better stop loss. Yeah, I could see the vision with this 30-second play. I don't like the price conditions right now. Like I'm not gonna be alerting anything today, guys. I think we're on eval only for today. Yeah, that's a horrible reaction. IOFed immediately price runs back up. Yeah, we're gonna see this inverse the upside work, I bet. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Murmur, you see what I mean? Like I said, the gist of everything is nothing is good in these conditions, right? And I'm just gonna be flip flopping bias the whole time. Just as things become mechanical and yeah, now this 1 minute to the upside looks incredible. This is where over traders get killed, by the way, guys. This right here. We say it a lot. We make jokes about it, but these are the conditions. Over traders will get killed here. This is where you see accounts get blown up. These are the conditions. Where the yeah, this is just awful. We didn't even hit the high here, so this 1 minute will be a fail too, probably. If it rejects. All right, Jace. Have a good weekend. We have triple equal highs on ES here, so no SMT. This is literally just stalling for no reason. All right, Tom. Peace out. Let's see, next 15-minute candle here. Wow, this is horrible. All right, here's the next 15. Let's see. Is the 1 minute long finally going to get its break even? All right, cool. There's the break even for the 1 minute long, I guess. Now we want to see price close above this 1 minute gap to the left here. What's going on, Digital Nomad? Okay, so yeah, there you go. That was the candle we were looking for. Now I'm kind of feeling like we're gonna run these highs. All right. Yeah, I know. Jake, I mean, Fahrenheit, it's just untradeable. We just gotta watch. You know, maybe finally we'll break out of this 5 minute. Frosty, you love this PA? Hey, man, we are not the same. Yeah, it's like an external versus internal situation here. We just need to see. I mean, the 3 minutes fine. Like, I already think we're going to run these highs just based off of this 1 minute getting closed over with that much, you know, aggressiveness. But we'll see. So there was like a 3 minute close there. I'm literally just tape reading this stream, guys. I'm not alerting anything today. So if you're here for a signal, I guess this is your signal that I'm not saying anything. Okay. The only way I'd be able to call something, like I said, is if we close over this 5 minute. Let me check. We have an SMT with ES now. Just so you guys know. We need to see price break this high, break the SMT in order to confirm more highs, more bullishness. Five-minute inversion in one? Yeah, but now this SMT is pretty wicked, I can't lie. We need to see this 5-minute OB. That would be good. All right, so we got the 5-minute OB. Price tapped into the body there, so hopefully it just shoots us up again and we continue to see higher prices. Otherwise, we're just going to be chopping, continuing in this range. Wow. Okay, so 1-minute prop lock could get put in here. That was a really nice reaction to the 5-minute order block there. Nope. Almost got it, but not quite. I think if you were in a long, this is where you should trail your stop, is below this, if we get the close over. Okay, so there's the break even for the 3-minute long if you took it. Let's see, we have another 3 minutes before the next 5-minute candle close. This is where you should take profit on your first thing for the 3-minute there. If you're in a long this high. Do you guys think I'm in a trade right now? Yes or no? All right, Stalker. I like the idea. Hell no, no, no. Hey, whoever said eval, you might be right. You might be right. Okay, so equal highs there. And there's first. Wow, okay, I'm up. Wow, okay. All right, wasn't expecting that. We got another minute before the 5-minute closes over here. If we get that, that'll be good. Yeah, Fahrenheit. Wow, this is going crazy. This is going nuclear. All right, I already kind of feel like this 5 minutes gonna close over. I feel like if you're not in, like based off of this 1 minute or the 3 minute or whatever, I don't think there's any saving you here. But there's a 3 minute close over. But now we're just waiting on the five. Now, if we got a candle close over, oh wait, did we just get the five? Okay, so we got the five by a few ticks. So there's like the confirmation for my bias being long. My long bias that I had at like the start of the day apparently was right. I should have just stuck with that. But obviously I flip flopped a bunch since then. So now I'm like officially like, okay, we're probably gonna run these highs up here. All right. Do we have a 15 minute that we created? No. Okay. 5 minute below? No. So now if we got like some sort of confirmation setup, that could be good. A close over this candle here would be like your next trailing stop. Wow, this is just going. Oh, I'm very aware, Fahrenheit, that or not Fahrenheit, Frosty, that that was a 100 point play. I'm very aware of that. How dare I? What? I know, my bad. I saw the magnet, and that's why I said it. This long setup was pretty good. Guys, I'm gonna hit my biggest trade of the week on this trade, I think. So yeah, now your stop should be trailed here. 5 minute longer should be break even at this point. Who's in this? Type 1. I mean, this is like a no-brainer, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, everybody, right? All right, we have the next 15-minute candle here. You want to see price inverse this. So it looks like we're going to get the 15-minute inverse. Nice, there's that. So price took out like this high here to the left, which could be problematic. And then we're also dealing with now with this 1 minute gap here. So we really need to see price just accelerate through this. If you want to trail your stop aggressively, your next trail would be below this OB. Yeah, Tom, I'm only in on eval. I'm guessing we'll get some consolidation here, maybe for a bit, and then once the macro starts up, then we'll just see continued expansion. Good close there on that candle. $15 back up. I mean, if you're not in at this point, there's really not much I can say. That's a bad reaction, by the way, to sweeping this highs. That's a soup. All right, 48. Come on. By the way, new trailed stop will be this low here. Once we get the candle close up here. Wow, this is good momentum through this gap. We just need to continue to see this. 48's coming in clutch. By the way, here's the macro. Like, I feel like the macros, for some reason, start at 48. Wow, I can't believe this is going to pass my account in basically one play. Three-minute BPR, yep. By the way, if you're in off the 5 minute, obviously you should be scaled. Maybe at this high or this high coming up. This is the best we've moved all day. Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, if you're in off the 5 minute scale there, because that's what, 50 points. So here's 250. Yeah, Tom, I guess not. Looks like we were bullish to wait, what do you mean 863? You mean this one? Yeah, we're holding for this. But you should scale here at this high for 50 points. I'm gonna get out at, when my eval passes here in about 25 points. By the way, we are gonna have an SMT, it looks like, with ES here. So yeah, this is like textbook TGIF. By the way, if you guys aren't aware of like the idea of power of three or like what the idea behind TGIF is, essentially, whenever we form a candle, right, we get some, oops, we get some shape that's like this, right? Okay, so for a down close candle, it would look like this. We'd have the open here, a wick up, and then wick down. The body's here, and then we close here, right? So the idea behind TGIF is that we're taking advantage of power of three, and we're forming the wick, the bottom wick of the weekly candle. Okay. Does that make sense? So this is why we're so bullish right now. By the way, there's your first scale for those of you that were in the 5 minute or the 3 minute. Low key, this ITH inside of a fair value gap kind of makes me nervous, right? Because we could reject the last gap in the leg here. But I'm kind of thinking with this much bullish momentum up, we'll probably just keep pumping into the close. We're still in the macro, so we'll see. I think we have this 30-second here. I don't think I'd want to see this break, because this is an OB plus a 30-second. So yeah, that's bad. This is obviously not good, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so far OB holding. My stop and profit is still protected, which is good. We need to see this get inverse now. Okay, so yeah, this is like another confirmation setup technically, right? God, this 1 minute is going to be our roadblock, isn't it? See, like, this should not be happening right now. Um, Probably not. No, I think we're probably too bullish. I mean, we might come back here, like for a retrace, but in my mind, like, I feel like ES just wants its high of day now. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. First red 5 minute candle, and who knows how long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. So if we were to put in the OB here, want to trail your stop below that. Same with this 3 minute, or actually the 2 minute here. The 2 minutes the best order block. So if we put in this order block, your stop should be trailed at 681 there. We really want to see this 1 minute get closed over to the left here. That will give me like confidence that we're just going to run the highs to the left. Got 30 more seconds before that 2 minute candle closes. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. I think if we inverse this 30 second to the downside, we might get a higher time frame retracement here. Or not a higher time frame, but like greater than the 30 second or 1 minute. This has to hold. Yeah, we're going to be putting in a 15-minute BISI here, so maybe this is where we want to go to. And then get a long out of that. Damn, that sucks. I feel like I have to stop out here and just take my profit. Because I don't want this to turn like sideways, but this is so bullish. Like I feel like we should just go up. I don't know. I'm gonna play caveman, I guess. I have my take profit. I'm not going to adjust my trade. You know, whatever happens, happens. We're just consolidating for a sec. Maybe nothing in this range really matters. You know, worst case scenario here, we put in a 15-minute come down and then just pop right back out of it. See, because then we get this candle right back up and it like completely invalidates everything I was feeling before. So yeah, we're just going to go caveman mode and just like trust the process here. Here's 3 o'clock. I think same rules still apply here. If we get this 2-minute order block, that's where your stop should be trailed just below that. Okay, so we swept those highs on ES here. Hopefully we inverse this 1 minute to the left now. Wow, okay, so maybe we put her in a protected high instead. God damn it. Why is it doing this to us? Nobody's got nothing to say. We're all just watching this. All just adamantly sitting on our hands right now, watching to see if this play plays out. I think we got this like LRLR thing going on below us too. Vegan, you want cells here? Interesting. Nah, I think this is just gonna go. We're just waiting on the 1 minute now. I mean, I'd rather just see it go. But then again, I am like in it, so that probably is why. All right, we're coming real close now to my take profit. Then 10 points now. Five points. Ooh, almost swept my take profit there. Just by like a point. Oh, don't do that to me. I missed my take profit by a point. No! Just ate it. Wow. Oh, really, Steve? Gotcha. Damn, we really just missed it by a point. Hopefully this doesn't reverse now out of nowhere. All right. There we go. I'm out of the trade. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go. That was insane. That trade for me, guys, was how many ticks was that? 560. So that was pretty cool. 30% retracement for the weekly wake normally, right? I think Dodgy was talking about it. Yeah, that sounds right. Usually it's just back to OTE actually, which is around 30. It's like 27 or whatever, right? Whatever OTE is, I forget. But yeah, there was my trade, guys. I posted executions for that. Obviously, just on eval. I should have caught that unfunded, but oh well. My entry was here. I can't believe that just went for 140 points. One hell of a trade, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, now I can like lock in and answer some stuff. Okay, so everybody was kind of quiet. Stay Frosty said this your boy. Uh yeah. Yeah, bro, that's him. Okay, I guess type 1 if you took that long. Any part of that. Whether it was off the 3 minute, the 5 minute, anything there. I just need to see people posting in chat. Couldn't have been an easier way to make money on a Friday. For sure, crypto. Nice. I can't believe that. That was crazy. 140 points. I wish I would have taken that on options. Those 0 days were probably crazy. I caught that. That's my biggest trade of the week easily. Are we done for today? Yeah, we're done for today. I mean, the bias is still this high here. If you guys want to hold for a 300 point play, right? From this entry, or from this one, that's what I'm targeting. Are you holding runners to the triple equal highs? No, I passed my eval. There's nothing more for me to do. I made the money. I don't need to hold runners. I mean, I guess for the executions, but I passed the eval. So that's why I'm not holding any runners. That's why I got out where I did. I was just trying to pass the eval. Yeah, I passed it in one trade. I bought it today. I was messing around. I did like a stupid, like I think it was like a 30-second long here or something. Then that failed. Or no, it was the 15-second. I longed the 15-second because I was like, oh, stupid, like easy break even. And then that failed. And so I got out there. And then I was like, you know what? This might dump. You know, if we soup this high, this is whatever. So I shorted, made back the money at this low here because this started to look like LRLR. Okay. And then from there, I was just waiting through the chop. And then this whole cycle happened here. And I was like, okay, this has to work. If this doesn't work and we inverse this back to the upside, this is like the most bullish thing ever. And so I just took a risky long here. And then I still stuck to my guns. And I said, like, okay, if we inverse this 5 minute, this is our tell. This is where we get the bias. And then obviously, you know, that happened. By the way, we have an SMT at this high. So if you guys are holding, just be careful with that. But yeah, we have an SMT at high of day with ES. So yeah, this was the good trade. This wasn't the risky one. This wasn't the this trade down here when we were in bad conditions. This was when we were in good conditions. You know, we got the CISD there. So everything about this trade was good. Yeah, William, I can. Yeah, it was a 50K, Steve. So I blew up my MFFUs a while ago just because I took like max payout on them. And now I just got them all back this week. So I'm going to trade those starting next week again. And then also, I don't know if you guys saw, but what's it called? MFFU is offering a tournament right now, a trading tournament. So if you guys are interested in participating in that, that would be an opportunity to like get some clout. But yeah. How many accounts can you have at once? 3. What prop firm did I pass? MFFU. Closing February with minus 6.75 R. Hey, honestly, that could be worse, Apoff. That could be worse. Did you take this right now? Like any of this? There wasn't really any confirmation setups on the way up here, guys. I mean, this like 30-second, but ended up being a break-even trade. That's why I wasn't really mentioning anything. See this one here. So basically, it just came down to this, which this is what I said was my tell for the bias. If we broke this, I knew we would run up here. Said it all session. I couldn't have been more clear about it. Yeah, for sure, 8 Ball. How much was this trade I just took? On this one. This long I took for here. Only 4.5 R? That's not even that much. I thought it would have been more. The goal of this month was to remove the hesitation and fear of taking trades and losing. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so if you were able to take 30 trades and you didn't have as much hesitation, then you probably accomplished your goal. All right, so now that we have this SMT here and we've just been chopping, kind of just have to wait for that next injection of volatility. I'm guessing we'll see that around 3:30. And then for this trade specifically, I think a comfortable like place to be with it is probably this high. Like if you don't want to like sit here for the next 45 minutes, you could call it here or whatever. Hey, Void, you heard my thoughts that entire time. That was 100% transparency. I got concerned, and then, you know what I did? I don't know if you noticed, but I was, like, freaking out here, low-key. I was like, oh, gosh, is this going to hit? Oh, goodness. Oh, this looks bad, then whatever. And then when I realized I was doing that, you know what I said? I said, I'm going to caveman, just like Dodgy said, right? I'm literally just going to respect my stop where I have it placed. I didn't stress out about, like, you know, any potential, like, issue with the trade, whether it was, like, a 30-second to the downside or whatever. I said, you know what? I have my take profit set. I think ES is going to hit high of day. I just need to chill out. And, like, I have my moments, right? You know, where, like, my mental gets bad or whatever. And after this week, after spending as much time as I have on the charts, I am like my mental capital is exhausted, so I definitely like displayed a level of weakness here on this trade that I usually don't. As far as like oh gosh, is this gonna hit? Oh, whatever. Yo, what's going on?
Yo,
Hello?
yo, can I bring my drone through airport security?
Yeah, why not?
They'll let me?
I think so. I think, or no, maybe not through security. Maybe it has to be in like a checked bag.
Well, my friend did,
Oh, well, if your
so
friend
I don't
did, then
know.
you're probably good.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't it also depend on like the battery? Wait, this is a question for Google. Why am I being asked? Can you bring drone?
Well, the drone's fine. The battery's what's probably gonna.
No. Drones containing lithium batteries, fuel cells, and components of certain parachute systems may be prohibited in baggage. Drones containing. Okay, so yeah, pretty much you just have to call your whatever your flight is and just ask. By the way, I took this risky long here and it paid off.
Let me see. Let me guess. Probably an eval trade.
Eval, yeah.
Everything's an eval trade.
Hey man, I was done for the day. I hit my funded trades this morning. This was definitely a funded trade though. This 5 minute long. This was just risky because we were chopping between 5 minutes and there wasn't like an obvious direction the market wanted to go in. Right? We had this one here and then this one. And then once we cleared this one, I was like, okay, yeah, we're running the highs. And I made that very known.
Bro, you know the little fishy dude, the little fish dude?
Yeah.
Bro, we had the dude. He needs help, bro.
Yeah. I
Bro,
looked
look
at
at
some
this.
of his tweets.
Look at this play he took. He lost on that.
Took shorts up to 5 minute.
Bro, how'd he lose?
I can't even see that. Okay, so we wait. Actually, how do you lose there? What? That's just a break-even trade.
Yeah, I don't think he understands how the market works. I think he thinks like full TP or whatever.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to. We'll try to help him, but
Yeah. Hey, this 5 minute short here, guys, goes against bias, but we do have an SMT at the high here at high of day, delivering off of a bearish for value gap. So it might work, but we're done for the day, right? By the way, type 1 in chat just so we can prove to Dodge that we all took this long. Type 1 in chat if you took that long. Okay, bro. Okay. Hey, how's Hilton Head?
I'm not there yet. Leave later.
Oh, okay. But yeah, trade for 140 points. It passed the account in one trade.
Bro, I had a 100% win rate this week. Don't talk to me.
Okay, bro. All right. I think I had 300-point trades this week, which is actually crazy.
Damn, son.
Yeah. Vegan, I think, had a 400-point trade yesterday. Vegan, are you still here? Nah, he left. Oh, wait, Vegan, you're here? Yeah, send a screenshot for your 400-point trade. Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, Taji is just mad because he missed that 250-point short the other day.
I know.
Chad, how many points did we call it this week in PM? Let's look at this trade. So this was almost 100. 104 points on that other trade. Did we call over 300 points this week?
Alright, I gotta pack. I'll see you guys later.
All
Oh,
right,
reliable. What are you doing tomorrow morning?
I guess I'm doing stuff with the mentorship students.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to get on. I don't know if so tonight on the flight. Hopefully, I have Wi-Fi. I'm gonna do feedback for the journals and just go through as many as I can and just individually comment.
Okay. I can't do stuff that afternoon because I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday
That's
with my
fine.
family since they're home my sisters are home from college. But
It's all morning.
yeah, in the morning I'll be on. What do you think?
Not
Like
bad.
10 o'clock?
Yeah,
10 o'clock.
fine.
All right. Sounds
Just
good.
make an announcement.
All right, we'll do.
All right, see you.
All right. What we have tomorrow, I think just journal review, and I'll answer questions from people in the mentorship. He has what Dodgy wants me to do. I think Dodgy will do IFPGs of the week. I mean, I could do it too, but you do backtest streams? Yeah, I'm gonna start doing those. Probably not next Wednesday, but the week after that. Start doing these. You mean recurrent streams or like every month or so? It'll be a weekly thing. The backtest streams. They'll be on Wednesdays at 7. By the way, this 30-second just worked. Break even. Yeah, I think we'll do backtest streams at 7 till 8 every Wednesday. Oh, it'll be backtesting. I'll just show you guys different trades, and then we can deliberate on them and talk about them, and then I'll kind of give my feedback on why I think it's a good trade, and then we'll just see if we can run up an account. All right, guys. Honestly, did anybody take this 30-second? If you like wanted to take a long here, if you had FOMO or something. You gambled on eval but got break even. Gotcha. Yeah, we still have this target present. We still have 863. We could definitely go hit that before end of day. This I mean, the market's been moving crazy. Is anybody still holding runners? What is the colored lines? This was SMT, and then this one here is just the high. We in again? No, I'm done. I'm done for the day. By the way, this is a good trade because as we kind of mentioned this week, that Dodgy had his epiphany. No roadblocks here, right? This is completely efficiently traded price, whereas this is inefficiently traded price here. So this is where you kind of expect to see, maybe a pullback. But the reason why this works so well is because there's no FPGs in the way here, right? Nothing. So this will just get ripped apart, and you can see that happen on this last leg up here. By the way, here is 330. So if we wanna see those triple equal highs get hit, this is where we got to see some big acceleration. An Express account? You're in this on an Express account? Oh my god. Can we chill out? Jeez. Wow, wait, we had like the same entry. That's so funny. I literally got in at 6:05. That's funny. Oh my god. Okay. Honestly, scale like 4 at this high, Stalker. Like, I mean, don't change your trade plan based on what I tell you. If you have conviction of the triple equal highs hitting today, be my guest. But that's a lot of movement for the last 30 minutes. This would be crazy. Holy shit, dude. Wait, so this would be 2K funded? Dude, Top Step's never going to pay you. You already have a $2,000 balance. Dude, Stalker, your next payout's going to be fat. Imagine this was copy traded. Oh my god. Gotcha, Stalker. All right, Chris, enjoy your Marvel film. Yeah, for sure, Chris. Thanks for being a member, bro. Thanks for joining the community in the first place, and thank you guys all for being here. We wouldn't have this if none of you were here. So yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. I think this is probably where I'm going to wrap up. Obviously, like, if you're still in this trade, best of luck. But there's not really much else for me to say here. I'm done. I'm so mentally checked out. It's not even funny. Um, so we're just chilling. For those of you that have FOMO about, oh yeah, okay, vegan. Take this as a learning moment, okay? Market sentiment and how the market trades literally has nothing to do with how bearish or bullish news is or anything, right? Literally the market, like, we could have like Powell come out and be like, okay, we're gonna raise interest rates by 2 basis points, and the market would pump. Like, the only thing that matters is what the chart is telling you, what price action is telling you. By the way, emphasis on might. One thing to really hammer in about anything, right, is 99% of the time, nothing ever happens, okay? So when you have news coming out that says, oh, this might happen, and this might happen, oh, and this, and this, and this, whatever, they're just putting that out there for clicks, right? Some of it's true, but 99% of the time, nothing ever happens. The biggest thing to happen in my lifetime probably was COVID, right? But every other thing that they scare about usually doesn't happen. Right now, they're doing the scare about the H5N1 bird flu. Then they were scared about World War III happening 3 years ago when Russia and Ukraine attacked, right? And then that never happened. And we've been scared about Taiwan getting taken over by China for whatever, and then that never happened. And then all of these things, Joe Biden accidentally clicking the nuclear codes while he's having dementia, and then that never happened. Like, nothing ever happens, right? So if you go into that mindset with the market and you don't just apply, anything you see, unless there's like concrete, like, obviously, like, evidence, like, you just, all you should know is basically the market's going to go up on average. Okay, we return like 10% per year or whatever, or 8% per year since its inception, or since like the 1930s. So the two things that are guaranteed to happen in the market is IFEGs will always repeat themselves, and there will always be more IFEG setups, and the market is going to average 8% returns per year. That's the only thing that's guaranteed, right? So don't ever marry a bias. If something looks good to the opposite side, it's because it probably is, right? So that's where I'm going to kind of leave you guys going into the weekend. Have a bunch of one-night stands with the market, but never get married to a certain bias. Alrighty. Have a good weekend, everyone. Peace out, everyone.